Alright, just a quick little project here. This is one of those flagpole mounted lights, and it has stopped working. And I don't know, the flagpole did fall over, so it could possibly be just busticated, broken wire. There's batteries in here, so maybe the battery popped out of the socket. I don't know. Let me see what I got here. Something which seems to work just fine. Put this on top of a magazine. Maybe it won't rock around so much. On off, okay. There is an on off button here, but because it's laying face down, it should be on. Let's see. How do we get this SOB apart? There's a little thing here, and that might be a tab to push. So let's see if I can. There we go. Well, there's all the inputs from the solar collectors. There's the battery, and that's just stuck in here. Hey! Cats are fighting. Let's see if this battery's got any juice. I love my little fluke pocket meter here. I'll put it on DC volts. Absolutely nothing. Let's go. I do not see any broken wires. Let's go put it in the sun and see if the solar collector is making any voltage. Well, daylight I'm making 0.3 of a volt here. Let's go put it in the sunlight. Take me a second to get you out there. Of course not. And we'll see what my meter reads over here with it in the sunlight. Now these solar, all right, well I'm reading now 0.5 volt. 0.8 of a volt. Let me open this door. But these doors have UV glass in them. Let me see what I can read here now. Those solar cells need brilliant sun. Oh, okay, now it's up to 1.5 volts. So how do we know, how do we trigger this to turn on when it's dark? I'm going to have to try this, take this battery pack out and see if I can charge it. And what I will do, actually I can go downstairs and we'll put 3.7 volts and see if the thing lights up. All right, let's do that. Sorry, I kind of got started ahead of you down here. What I've been doing is I soldered on a couple of leads to the circuit board where the battery attaches. And right now I'm just charging the battery. And I actually got to turn the voltage up a little higher. And this battery was dead. You know, it's one of them lithium packs or whatever. But if I bypass that, I gotta read the voltage again because my stupid power supply, I got too much shit on the bench. You know, let's face it, it's a mess. Yeah, that's why I'm rebuilding this lab. That's going to be my next project down here, guys. You're going to see me rebuild the lab into something usable. I'm going to check the voltage over here. Set it at 3.7. All right, 3.7 volts. Reads that on my multimeter. All right, now let's see. If I touch this over here, they come on. You can see them. So the LEDs are good. The connections to the LEDs are good. It's switching the ground, it's what it's doing, because if you follow this trace from there that's red over to here, it's the same trace. So they're switching ground. So ground comes in from the battery here. Now where do I lose that? Okay, that's the switch. Where does that switch anything? See, there's something here that goes out to the there's got to be a sensor here somewhere then. Oh no, just the white and the blue go out. Okay, never mind. That goes to the solar cells. So the battery comes in with its ground, just assuming that it's grounded. I'm just going to go through this with an eye loop. And see if there's anything I can do to take it apart and fix it. I don't know. I'm going to turn my thingy-do off here for a second, my soldering iron, so I don't burn it up. Let me disconnect the battery positive. Yeah, I got way too much crap on here, guys. So I'm going to take this battery out, and I'm just going to hook it up to the power supply and let it charge a while. Okay, battery is off. I know it's set for 3.7 volts. So push the power supply back. Just hook up this little battery for a while. All right, let's see what we got here. Power comes around, goes right to the lights. Okay, black is the ground. Okay, these all work, we know that. On-off switch. I'm not sure where it goes to from here. I don't know what these SR1s are. What are they? Are they big caps? Why would there be big caps on this? Is that some sort of diode? I don't know, Margot. It looks like all the junctions are good. Let me put my real fine eye loop on here. Let's see if I can just see a bad solder joint. On the semiconductors. And I don't. See, there's a big fat cap on the input. I'm just wondering if one of these... Oh, there are numbers on all those. I think those are just... Let me check to see if those are diodes. Of course, I couldn't get a false reading. That's the other problem. There is no polarity marking on them, so I'm guessing they're not diodes. Yeah. They're capacitors. That's all they are. Why are there all these capacitors and crap in here? Something is fried. The switch does seem to work. Why is the ground through a cap? And the switch through caps. There's nothing on the top. It's a single-sided board. So the V-back comes in. It's got to be something switching for the battery too. Does it oscillate? Is it an oscillator? It pulses it? It doesn't make much sense. There's no name brand or part number or anything on this. thingy. I wonder if I'm getting any power from the solar cells sitting in front of this incandescent light. I should get a little bit. Don't you think? I don't know, guys. I'm just guessing as I'm going here. As Indy says, I'm making this crap up as I go. Blue is the negative. Let's see. Oh yeah, 4.6 volts. So the solar cells are good. Either the battery is just toast. Oh no, because yeah, the circuit board doesn't work if I hook the battery up. So there's that. So we're charging the battery as we go here. Solar cells are making 5 volts under incandescent light. So, solar cells are good, LEDs are good, control board bad. There's only 2 semiconductors on this board. Let me try to get a loop reading of what they are. One might be a voltage regulator. I can't believe this oscillates. I mean, it's possible. A2SHB. A2SHB. So did I say that was in? Got to get the contrast just right. Yep. Is it a B or an A? A2SHB, it looks like to me. I did B or A. And then the other one is a 2130A. 2130A. And then I was a little Y down there. The rest of these are just caps and resistors. Oh, and there's a J3Y. I think that's a diode. I can check that. And the rest are, there's a resistor, resistor, resistor. There's one small cap. Yeah. There's a 20K. There's a 10K, 1K, 10K. Looks like a 75K. Those should be easy to measure. Alright. Let's give them a quick check here. They all look finely soldered. Correctly, I should say. Yeah. Just this damn thing is cockeyed and hard to handle because it's wobbling all over the place. There we go. Stick it on top of the solder wick. $75K. What? Well, I went to the trouble of pulling out the surface mount component, one of them, and putting it in my little tester. And the tester does say that it's a MOSFET, which is what it is, so it must be good. So I'm going to put it back in. We're going to pull out another one. The other one, which is just a transistor, and we'll try that. And so I'm not going to film all that. I'm just going to hook it up to the leads just like I did this one. Didn't I turn you on? Alright, I'm soldering the FET back on. I tested it. It tested good. Okay. Testing. Okay, well, I don't know how much you guys missed, but I have been taking off the two transistors, the FETs and the transistor. There's a FET and there's a transistor. And I tacked wire wrap wire on them, and this one says it is a BJT NPN with a gain of 340. So that one tests good. I've tested both of the 3 conductor surface mount units on here, devices, and they're both good. So the only semiconductor left on here is the actual there's a thing called the battery management device. So we're going to have to try to take these leads back off the transistor that I'm testing, which I'm doing right here. Hey, I'm doing pretty good for 72 years old and half blind, right? Alright. Now we're going to try to... The thing is trying to get this thing sitting solid so that I can... I don't want to pinch anything, but we're just putting that in there to kind of tag it down, you know? I got my... soldering iron all cleaned up here, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one, well, there is one little blob on that back corner. So I'm going to flip the chip over here. And I'm going to try to pick them up with my little tiny needle noses. And I'm going to just slip it into that. There we go. Get over there. Bingo. Good. He's soldered back on. As I said, this isn't going to be pretty because I'm trying to do this pretty. Make sure that's soldered. Make sure that's soldered. Now I got to get the front lead. The front pin. There we go. I haven't lost it. I used to work at Kodak and do this kind of work for years. I had a microscope back then though. Let's see what we got here. That is a short. I gotta get that short out of there. There we go. Got it. I think everything else is fine. I'm going to try to remove that. Five-pin IC that's on there. I'm going to have to flood the 3 pins with solder and lift it. There we go. I'm probably replacing this anyway, so it's loose. And I have no way of testing it. Alright, well I'm going to go up to my computer and see if I can find a replacement for that somewhere. Okay, I got called to dinner last night. It's the next day, and let's see, what was I working on? Oh, I pulled that IC off here. I've been trying to find a replacement for it. I don't know if there's going to be any hope. Take me home, country road. I know it's soldered now. Yeah. So oh, I fixed it. I don't know what I did. Was it a broken solder joint? I took it off, put it back on, and now it's working. Maybe it won't work for long because the battery charger thing. But, yeah. Okay, so let's put it back together. This guy. goes over here like this. So, what the heck did I do? Was it a bad solder joint? Hopefully, now I charged the battery. So this won't be a test until this goes a few days and has to charge and discharge and prove that the system is still working. My wife's going to think I'm a genius. Yeah, she's right. Well, this didn't have much to do with retro electronics, but we did want to fix this. So, save me 30 bucks or so. I think that's about what these things cost. My flag will be very happy if this continues to work. If it doesn't, I'll just buy a new one. Because you can't find the IC that is the battery management IC, which it regulates the charging. So that could still be screwed up because I manually charged it. So I'm not claiming it's fixed. It's just different. To quote. All right. She's back on. She gets light, she shuts off. So that's how it does it. It measures the light coming in through the solar cells. If they turn on, see there, it's off right now, but as soon as I turn it over and it gets dark, it turns on. So there you go. Gets nice and dark, they turn on nice and bright. Alright guys, that's all there is for this one. I'm going to be doing this shop upgrade here pretty soon. I got to clean all this crap out of here. And so guys and gals, I did a test last night. This is the old one that has been sitting in the window so that it gets charged during the day and, you know, comes on after dark. So the new one, as I said, I wasn't sure the charging controller was working. So I left it on last night until it ran the batteries dead, and I put it underneath my cabinet lights here since I got up this morning a couple hours ago, and it works. So I'm thinking maybe I had a bad solder connection and taking those parts on and off fixed it. Something I couldn't see. So there you go. It does work. And by the way, on eBay, not eBay, Amazon, I found some little solar charging boards, circuit boards. You could buy replacement ones for like $7 and a few cents for 3 of them that, you know, have a 3.7 volt battery, solar cell, and LEDs. So if, excuse me, if I didn't fix this, I would just be buying that board kit and putting it in these. But they were good. Alright guys, take care, God bless. We'll see you on the next quick video.